Namaste world, how y'all doing? Sending you all tons of universal love. I hope you're all doing great. And right now it's amazing shift happening and we are uplifting ourselves spiritually, mentally, physically. So stay focused in whatever you are doing and everything, whatever it is, no matter what, know that always everything is okay. We are being guided and protected all the time. And I get a great question yesterday from a beautiful spirit. How do I reconnect back to my soul? How do I reconnect back to my soul? Okay, so I want to share from my own experience, how do I connect myself with my inner child? Because experience tell us the true story, always. So let me break it down to you all. So the spirit, the inner child. You remember when you newborn the baby? We are the purest essence still, but experiences made us to be disconnected from our inner child. Cause why? Because the world told us you have to become an adult, you have to grow up, right? Our body grows, but the highly spiritual people, whoever is connected with their heart, so-called the inner child, you can see them glowing, flowing, dancing like a little kid. So now how do we reconnect back to it? How do we wake that inner child? Well, it's a little process right here. Are you ready to take the process? Are you ready? You want to experience that inner child all over again. Our inner child is full of joy. Our inner child is full of happiness. Our inner child is full of unconditional love, and you can see that inner child when you look into a little baby, running around, do not worry about anything, just so happy, whoa, playing around, right? So listen to this now. The inner child is actually our heart. So we just have to activate our heart chakra. And how do we activate that heart chakra? By reconnecting back to our heart. Means we have to allow ourselves to open our heart more often, reconnect back to nature, living in nature, in the green, getting bare feet, feeling the earth again, started to run after the butterflies again, talk to the birds, sing with the birds. But if you don't feel it, you cannot do it. So how do you feel it? So you have to rise into higher level of frequency. And the first step is actually the diet. The first important step is the diet. So you have to start to show more compassion to our animal friends in order to activate. What made us, our inner child, go to sleep is actually since we were a kid, we've been taught to eat certain things that is not made for our human body. So it created lots of blockages within our chakra centers. So it blocked us up, and at the same time we also experienced lots of human experiences. So-called human experiences as we're still experiencing, and we experience a lot. So it gave us lots of pain and suffering and also happiness. So what did we do in order to protect our emotions, in order to protect our heart? We put walls around our heart. Why? Because nobody want to get hurt, but we're still getting hurt, right? We're still getting hurt. So what do? We want to protect our emotions. We want to protect ourselves. So instead of allowing ourselves to feel the emotions, so-called the anger, so-called the sadness, it can be anything, anxieties. So we don't want to feel it. We always want to feel good. But we have to understand we're in this duality, it's polarity existing right here. So we have to understand the fact of it is that we always want to protect our emotions. So what do? We put walls around our heart. So it made us to go to sleep. But the inner child is always here. You just have to reconnect back to that. And many people reconnect back to the inner child through meditation practices. through yoga practices. But you can meditate for the rest of your life and do yoga, but if you don't change your diet, you are always going to vibrate on lower level of frequency. Example, if you put a little child in a room with a chicken and a banana, which one will that little child will eat? Your inner child. Of course, that banana and play with the chicken. So this is it. It makes sense. It makes sense. So now you have to allow yourself to show more compassion to your animal friends. So slowly but surely, your heart chakra going to open when you reconnect back to nature, start to hugging the trees, start to spending more time alone in the green. You know, when you are in nature, you are more in harmony within yourself. You can hear your higher voice, you can feel your inner child. That's why you have to reconnect back to nature again. Start for a better diet, means plant-based diet. This is the way. Because if you don't change your diet, your heart chakra is still going to be closed. Why? Compassion is coming from the heart. So you have to show compassion to the things that is not right. Your parents may taught you to eat meat when you were kids. So now you've grown up by thinking, oh, it's just a normal food. But it's not. Our human body is made for the fruits, because fruits carry all the God's information that we are here to receive. Why? Because it's in tune with 4 elements, and the DNA that exists in the fruit is actually human DNA. It's God DNA. So the animal have its own DNA. So when you take this animal's DNA into this human being DNA, so it's corrupt you. It's allow you to feel their energy and emotions. So you may feel anger, you may feel in depression, and you don't even know why it's happening. It's because of what you are eating. So God-made stuff is fresh, it's natural, it's coming straight from the nature. Man-made stuff are processed, made up in laboratory with lots of chemicals. So you have to allow yourself to eat more alive stuff that is vibrant, like that greeny leafy stuff, lots of green food. And not only that, also you have to do yoga practices, and yoga you don't have to know all the pose, you can go for a walk, start to dance. It's many different kind of yoga, and at the same time meditation is important. And meditation, you don't have to sit in meditation pose and meditate, because not everybody want to sit in meditation pose and meditate, but you're actually meditating when you are cleaning your room, when you are making your dishes, when you are going out in nature for what? It's all meditation. Meditation is when you are aware of the awareness of yourself and you are focused on your breathing or whatever in your body parts, So understand this, that in order to activate your inner child, you have to spend way much more time alone and go for a healthier diet, and at the same time also do some activities and let go of the things that is covering your inner child, means loss of negativity. It can come through people, it can come through the closest one. Remember, the entities always choose the closest one in your family. They can choose your lover, they can choose your children, they can choose your parents, anybody. They choose the closest one. And the weak ones who are not aligned with themselves and not taking care of their body, so they are allowing those entities through the food they're consuming to come and take over their body. So you have to allow yourself to stay away from those people. I know that you are attached, but you have to start to spend more time alone without them. Because if you are in my room right now and you are hearing me and you are understanding what I am saying, you are the chosen one. You are the chosen one. That's why you are here. That's why you have to take step by step. And yesterday I gave a treatment to a beautiful spirit yesterday. So what I did, allow yourself to meet healers, allow yourself to meet highly spiritual beings, because they are more developed than you, and they can help you through this journey in order for you to balance yourself so that you can reconnect back to your inner child. So allow yourself to meet highly spiritual beings who is more developed spiritually, like me. As I'm saying, yesterday I gave a treatment to a lady. So I was not, at very first moment, I was not feeling her inner child at all. She covered it up, so much walls in her heart chakra. So when I put my hands on her heart chakra, so the heart chakra was so cold, it's not even warm, it's so much blockages. But guess what? the treatment that I gave to her, through the treatment, after some time, by calling her soul, I activate her inner child, and she started to show her emotions. She started to get tears. She released a lot. And what she said after the treatment, she said that I healed her. So always allow yourself to find yourself a healer that is more developed, okay? So they can cleanse your chakra center and put their own lights and energy on your chakra centers, and it's easy with them to activate the inner child, even if it's for short moment. But then you have to follow the journey, because we give advices all the time. Hey, you need to do this. Like, you cannot drink alcohol. You cannot smoke cigarettes. It creates even more blockages, because when you drink alcohol, you are actually welcoming an entity, means the demonic energy, to come and take over your body. So now they're going to do things with your body. So you have to be aware of it. Not to drink alcohol, because alcohol brings bad spirits within the body. So allow yourself to purify from all that. So this is the advice that I'm giving, but now it's your turn if you want to put it in action or no. Now it's your turn. So allow yourself to understand the whole concept of it, and you can meet your inner child at any moment by communicating with your inner child, by listening to your heart. By listening to your heart, you really have to listen to your heart. And how do you hear your heart? Well, first of all, you have to detoxify your body from all the entities. They're gonna run out of your body once you start to eat healthier, means higher vibrational energy putting in your vessel. So once you start to do it slowly but surely, the voice will get more clearer. So you're gonna start to hear yourself again, your inner child. And also in deep meditation, how I do it, I communicate with my inner child. Means, you know, that from 0 to 7 years, that image of you that you have, do you remember that image of you? Do you remember yourself, that little kid that you used to be? Do you remember from age 0 to 7? That picture, capture that picture, visualize that picture. You as a little child, so you can literally take a spaceship and travel back to the time and communicate with that inner child. Means the inner child is here in heart. So you just have to remove the clouds and reconnect back to that inner child. So once you can visualize the picture, it gets easier, because this is how I do it, and it worked well for me. So what do? I close my eyes in deep meditation. I see my image when I used to be little kid, and I see her moving around, laughing around, or maybe for some, the inner child, you see that your inner child is stuck somewhere, or maybe it's very sad, because I experienced with my client, her inner child was very sad, and I could see the picture. So now the inner child can be very sad when you've been disconnected for so long. So allow yourself to see your adult body. Your adult self is hugging that little inner child. So and you will feel more nourished. You will be more healed. And you can do it by yourself. And if you can't do it by yourself, allow yourself to find a healer that is around, that is more developed spiritually. So now, or you can come to me. I am here in India. Just buy a ticket and come. We can meet up. So there is when the adult is hugging the inner child, that inner child get to understand that the adult you is still here for the inner child. So the inner child start to slowly but surely, from the sadness, transform that sadness into that positive energy, the way it used to be, the supreme energy of joy and harmony. Because this is what we knew from the very first beginning of our lives, how to live our life to joyfully, harmony all the time, laughing around, playing around, so many ideas, so much love in our heart. Then we start to experience things, through our parents, neighborhood, friends, we start to grow, we started to get hurted, we started to get disappointed. So now all these anger, sorrow, pain, misunderstanding, all these made us to block our ways, and slowly but surely we started to protect our emotions. So when we try to protect our emotions, instead of showing exactly the way we are feeling, even if it's sadness, even if it's madness, whatever, So what do? When we want to protect, we block ourselves. We don't want to show people that we were mad or we are sad or we are crying, So those things, so you have to allow yourself to remove all the chakra blockages, and you have to start from the root chakra till you come up to your heart chakra, right? Heart is the seat of everything. So allow yourself to balance your chakras by eating all the rainbow color fruits, and at the same time go and meet healers that can cleanse your chakras and give their own lights and energy on the chakras. Alright, so there you go. And there is way much more ways to activate our soul. There is lots of plants in this world. There is lots of plants like magic mushrooms, ayahuasca, DMT existing in ayahuasca plant. And there is also a beautiful organically grown marijuana herb. There is oil of it too. So there is other plants that is freely given by nature for one to activate that, right? But the best and natural way is that without all that, means through meditation practices, means eating a healthier diet, means doing yoga, living in the silence of nature, reconnect back to nature, right? And at the same time getting enough charged by the light, fresh air, stay grounded, and drinking the purest water from the mountain. Very important. So allow yourself to understand the fact. If you missed my video, rewatch it. I will be back with much more information. If you have any more questions, please ask me, inbox me. I'm here for you all. And please share this video. I will be back again with more information. Much love. Namaste.